Hey, Kayla. Hi, Iyanna.
Welcome to Fill in the Blank podcast.
Welcome.
Get away, it'll be okay, it'll be okay. I okay, we can go. No place 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 we can go. Get away.
Fill in the blank.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another week here at Fill in the Blank podcast. Hi, Iyanna.
Hi, Kayla.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick again. For anybody who can't tell, if I sound all nasally, it's because, my nose is really stuffed up. So, little ASMR.
For you,
people.
stay sleep. You stay, look, because sleep is what I want right now. I'm tired, y'all. You stay sick.
And it's just recently, though, because now they lifted the restrictions at my school. So, the kids aren't wearing masks anymore. So that's the reason why. I wasn't getting sick like the past few years. What happened?
I don't know. Asia telling me to move.
Oh, I wasn't getting sick the past few years. And now, because the COVID restrictions are lifting and I'm around snotty
nose
kids.
little kids.
Yeah, so that's just how that cookie crumbles.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, and then now with Marcus working with the kids too, I think he actually got us sick because he got sick before. And he works with them in the, basketball setting, so they're sweating and all of that. So yeah, it's probably him. But let's do our feelings forecast. What has this week been like for you? Well, last week.
I'd say, I still wouldn't say cloudy. It's been sunshine.
Yeah.
I've had some weird stuff happen this week, but it's still been fine.
Any weird stuff you want to share?
Well, yeah, just with me getting recognized at work and it kind of adding to the anxiety of me feeling like I'm in a fishbowl.
Yeah.
I think I'm fine in public. In public, I get it, because we're in public. But at work is where I start to feel
it's like a private space.
It feels
personal.
it feels like a completely separate space for me because I do set up mental boundaries in my mind at work.
Yeah.
But other than that, for the most part, it's been pretty chill this week.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of tough, and I don't understand why people don't have the social cues to understand
because they see me as a character on a TV show. I realize that in real life, because when you think about it in theory, if you walk up to someone and be like, "Oh my God, I heard you just got divorced. How you been?" and you don't know this person, that's crazy.
Weird. It's
crazy.
Weird because what do they think the response is going to be? Yeah, girl, it's been really hard.
Bruh, even when they walk up to Natalie and they're like, "So, did Shane actually do cocaine?"
What?
Why would you just walk up to somebody like that? You don't know.
Okay.
You technically don't know this person. This person, importantly,
technically
doesn't know
you don't know this person, and the person does not know you.
But that's how I know they see us as a character on a TV show.
That's so wrong.
It's hard for them to understand we actually lived this. These were real experiences with real emotions.
Yeah.
And they think oh, well, I saw it for entertainment, so clearly your life is still entertaining.
Right. But I think that's the issue. A lot of people don't think reality TV is real.
Yeah.
And so they And I've seen people comment and be like, "Oh, well, you signed up for this," but that doesn't mean that I sign up for criticism and for you to badger me after the show is said and done.
I signed up for finding a husband,
right?
I didn't sign up for making money. I didn't sign up for anything else aside from finding a husband, like a dumbass. Anyways, what about you?
Well, I'm sick again, so that kind of sucks.
Is it cloudy though?
No, I feel like I've been in a pretty good space. We're coming off the high of that Vicky episode, which was so great. I was very happy about that. I feel like it went really well. We were in our new space that we have to.
You were so good, Kayla.
Stop.
You're a really great interviewer. I can tell that, and this is how I know that you were supposed to do this podcast, because everything that you've done leading up to this has literally prepared you for this.
It's so crazy. It's true. But thank you so much, because that's really affirming. Even with knowing there's things that you feel connected to or you feel like you're good at it, it's different when people
when other people recognize
see you
it
and they're and you I kind of get embarrassed a little bit when people are like, "Oh yeah, you're really good at this." I'm like, really? But I really appreciate it. I feel like that's something, like you said, I've been prepared for with doing what I did in undergrad, and then also with me being in school for counseling now has just like sharpened
you
it.
You are literally skilled for this.
Yeah, it makes me more like
look, and I'm just here with opinions.
No, but you
and a face.
not for a face. No, you add like, I think that our dynamic of the podcast is just like unmatched. Like both of our presence on the podcast brings value. I think that you drive conversations forward so much because of your vulnerability, and then the things that you say and share. Like you bring opinions and I'm like, oh wait, I didn't think about that before. So it's just a very great dynamic. Like I feel like we're a power team. Power team.
Powerpuff Girls. Powerpuff.
I'm weak. We have a song break in every single episode.
I feel like we can't go an episode without it.
We can't. It's just who we are. Okay, so we're going to get into the episode. You said you had something you wanted to share.
I did? Oh, yeah. I called my ex.
You did?
I did. I called my ex.
Tell us more.
It was so uneventful, but... But I guess that within itself was like closure. I didn't realize I was seeking closure until after it when I was talking to Anna about it. And Anna was like, so you were seeking closure. And I was like, no, I just wanted to like talk about insight and blah. So you were seeking closure. And I was like, fuck, like I was seeking closure. Yeah. I hate that. Because like I thought I was above it. Yeah. Right when you think life is humble yourself. And I said, God damn it. Damn it. I thought I was so far removed, but I will say I am far removed from it to an extent. Yeah. Because what ideally, if this had gone so perfectly in my mind, what would have happened is I would have called him. We would have been talking like we were friends before we started dating with like the banter. We would have been able to laugh about things that we've been through. We would have been able to share some vulnerabilities and insights about where we were then and what we've learned now. Yeah. And then we never would have spoken again. Yeah. And that to me would have been ideal. Yeah. But instead. Oh, please share the instead. Instead. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be shocked if he listens to this out of his paranoia. I'm not kidding. But like. Hi, ex. No, it's that. What's up? So I called him immediately. He's like, is this for public or for private? And I'm like, what? Do you want me to FaceTime you? I'm not recording anything right now. Why would he say that? And I was like, do you think I'm lying? He's like, no, I don't think you'll lie about something. I'm like, yeah, because it's just me, bro. It's me. Me out of all people? Like, I would not do that. Why did he say that? He's but he has to live in this paranoid state. And it makes me sad to know that he's still there because of who he is. Yeah. That's sad. Like, he's literally the only son and meant to take over the family business. And he has all these eyes watching him. Oh, gosh. So he has to constantly live in this paranoid state of showing who these people want him to be and who he actually is and what he's actually feeling. Because he can't really be human. Yeah. It causes him to do these crazy, like these weird things. That must be really uncomfortable. It's so, and I saw him struggle with it. So to see that he's still there. That's sad. I mean, but maybe he was just paranoid because I've been on a whole reality TV show. Like, why is she calling me? What? Or maybe he's listened to the podcast before. No, I can assure you he's not listening to this podcast. He said no. That man does not give a damn. That man does not care. But was it uneventful? It was so uneventful, bro. I was so disappointed because I asked him, I was like, so he was like, well, what do you need? What's going to be helpful for you? And I already didn't like when he said that. I was like, I don't need your help, nigga. But I was like, okay, well, how about just talk about like why we ended. Let's just, that's the most obvious point. Like, let's talk about that. And immediately he's like, okay, well, and he just took too long on the and I was like, you know what, never mind. I'll answer what I think, and then you can just add to that. And this is how I know. You took over. I took over. I said, fuck this. You know what? Let me talk, damn it. So I literally went through all the reasons why I believe we broke up to see if he agreed, to see if he wanted to add anything. Mm-hmm. And he basically was like, I mean, yeah. I mean, he added a little bit more, but nothing like that was crazy. Dang, you couldn't. Nothing that was crazy insightful. And he was just like bland the whole time. Like the entire conversation lasted 14 minutes. So I think that proves that like closure comes from kind of like from yourself because you already knew the reasons why, and he was just like, oh yeah, well, I guess that's it. I guess I just wanted, because in my mind he was always the smarter person because at that time he was. And
But
so I
you've
was like,
done
well,
so
maybe
much
he'll
work.
have like some form of insight, or like he'll be able to tell me where he, because I never understood why he kept coming back, because we got together and broke up like 3 different times.
Yeah.
And then that final time is when he broke up with me, got engaged 3 months after that, and then got married 3 months after that.
Whoa.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, why? And why didn't you feel the need to tell me these things? I thought I was his best friend.
Yeah.
So I felt
he
betrayed.
didn't share anything.
He didn't share
help.
anything.
Is he still married?
No, he's divorced now. Isn't that crazy?
He might be numb. Like, to be able to share insight. Because, you know, like, this is like what we've talked about before, how guys,
That's
like,
not
carry
lying.
that so
Actually,
heavy.
he might be numb.
He might be numb.
He went straight. Never mind.
Oh, that's an offline chat. Like,
Bless
look.
his heart.
Yeah.
But I will say, and even the fact that I was like annoyed, and that's the only emotion I felt, and I felt like I was talking to a stranger, that was closure for me.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I really have like kind of moved past this shit.
Yep.
Because I don't even know that. Who is that man?
Who is that man? Sorry to that man.
He's boring. Sorry. Okay. I just had to throw that
Okay,
in.
we gonna
Just in
stop
case he
talking about that
listening.
man.
Bro, all my exes popping out the woodwork.
Man,
I said, what is this?
That's what they do, man.
Well, you know what predicted this?
What?
And literally the timing
pattern?
of it, the pattern app.
Really?
Literally predicted the time, the peak dates.
What's it called?
All this shit has been happening.
What's it called?
It said
though?
letting go of the past.
Oh.
I said, well,
I think
goddamn.
that I'm in. Hold on.
I said, well, goddamn. Y'all in it too?
Yeah.
Well, and yours been acting up, Asia. Asia, your exes. Look,
I told you.
let's get Asia a mic.
I told you what happened to me.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Right. That shit's real.
Let me see.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I
That
think it's
shit's so
finally
real.
over. I think I'm in some new patterns now.
Oh,
Wait,
good
hold
for
on.
you. Look, good for you.
Oh,
Mine is
yeah.
still going.
It's over. Thank God.
The peak dates are done down now. Though,
I'm in
but-
taking stock.
Mm.
Wait, that's my timing.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's-
you're in taking stock? Yeah. What? Mine started on my birthday. The taking
Oh.
stock one.
Interesting.
And it goes until August 19th. Oh, wait. I'm in taking stock, home and work, letting go of identity,
Ooh.
and expect the unexpected.
I don't have any of those.
Really?
Yeah, mine's is just like letting go of the past. Bro, I love this app.
I think it's the letting go of identity that says that, oh, yeah, a person from your past might appear to help remind you that it's time to move on.
Ooh.
If you've been attached to certain ideas, thoughts, or behaviors that are holding you back, now is the time to evaluate what isn't working and leave it behind. So
Okay,
just-
so mine's are let go of the past.
Mhm.
The peak date literally just ended,
Oh, great.
but it ends all together in April.
Okay.
And then I have reflection and evolution. Why can't I say that? Reflection and evolution that's ending in 2 days.
Okay.
Crazy,
Wow.
right?
That is crazy.
I'm trying to see if Mercury is in retrograde to explain Ariel's weird
What's
ass.
going on with Ariel right now?
Ariel's weird ass.
She's in her own retrograde.
She's
on
been
her own.
glitching all day today.
Yeah, she has malfunctioning.
Okay.
All right, let's move on. So today we're going to have a chill episode. We've been going real hard for these past few. We've had,
It do feel like it.
yeah, we've had our 2 production episodes and our guest
they
episode.
take so much out of our
They do.
those productions.
So these are going to be refreshing. We're trying out a new like schedule routine for
where we do these once a month.
Yeah, so like we'll have my production week, Iyanna's, the guest, and then
yeah.
this. So now we're finally back to doing our listener submission episode. So Asia and Ariel have carefully handpicked some submissions from you all. So they're gonna send them to us, and we're gonna read them off.
Do you have yours? I have
Oh
mine
no,
up.
you have one.
Okay. So
She said, anyways.
So the thing is, okay. Hi, oh, sorry. I'm about to read, just so you know. Hi guys. Gonna try to keep this as concise as possible. LOL.
Let me focus.
Because this is a long one.
Brain power.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
I've been with my boyfriend for 6 months now. 6 months. Like keep the details. 6 months now. And this is my first relationship at the age of 22. She's a youngin'. We met in college and have... Did you just come from college? Oh, yeah. We met in college and have known each other for over a year. Oh, okay. So over a year and then started dating.
Together 6 months.
Together 6 months.
Okay.
Look, let's try to keep the details.
I'm trying to keep up.
We are long distance and try to see each other a couple times a month. Oh, that's actually... How long distance is it then? But with the distance, I feel like my romantic feelings for him fluctuate. I mean, it'd be like that. We FaceTime and stay connected as much as possible while apart. But the physical absence of him makes it feel like out of sight, out of mind. Girl.
Yikes.
Also, since this is my first relationship, I feel like I will eventually feel regret for not having experience being with other people. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
He really is my best friend, and I have so much love for him. I've never felt a connection like this with a guy before. But it's your first relationship.
So there's not much to compare it to.
But I have the feeling that he is more in love with me, than I am with him. And it makes me feel guilty. Am I just overthinking? No.
You're not overthinking.
You're not.
If you have all these feelings and the fact that it can be out of sight, out of mind is very telling.
It's pretty telling, yeah.
Yeah.
So either long distance doesn't work for you at all, or this guy you're just not feeling him like that.
And you might be feeling him because sometimes like you can have, this has happened kind of to me before, but I wasn't in a relationship with him, but there was a guy that I liked. I thought that I had like such a deep bond with him. And I think that happens when like you're spending a lot of your time talking on the phone with someone and you can like connect with them like that. Like obviously you all are having very like intimate conversations that build a connection. Yeah. But I felt like it just wasn't, I don't know, like.
Was he one of those guys where like you knew he was a good guy? So you're like, well, I should like him.
Right, exactly.
I've been in that actually a few times.
Exactly. And so that's what that kind of reminds me of. It's a little different, but it almost sounds like she knows he's a good guy. Like he might even be like a great friend. Yeah. But maybe it's too soon for you to say for sure that this is the one because you don't have much to compare it to. And a lot of times like you might need to explore a little more before you know.
I mean, she is 22.
She's 22.
But if she is already having these like fleeting feelings and she does feel like he's more into him, he's more into her, then that's probably a real feeling. Like it's a real thing. Yeah. I've felt like that and it feels like almost torture, especially when this person is expressing themselves and saying things like, oh, I love you. And like when they say things, you feel the pull of like, ugh.
Yeah, like I don't feel that as deeply as I know that you feel it when you say it.
And I feel like in those situations, it's just not good.
It's not.
It's not good. Because in that way, like you hold the power when you know that you're the one who doesn't feel the same. Yep. And you have to be responsible with that power.
Yep. So you have to decide like what's more important to you at this point in your life. Yeah. You know, for you to carry on in this limbo space with the person that you've been dating, and then 6 months is not that long of a time.
Yeah, it's not that long of a time.
So it's
he'll recover in a good 6 months. Yeah, and so is she. Yeah. Well, her probably even faster than that because she's already like yeah.
Yep. I don't think there's bounce
for real, honestly, bounce. I don't think there's anything wrong with the space that she's in. I think it's nice that she's recognizing these things. I think the hard part is how she's going to navigate it if she does choose to move on. A conversation will need to be had with her boyfriend. She will have to break up with him. I don't know if this whole friends route will work, especially with him feeling more for her than she does for him. Yep. I feel like they're probably going to try because they're young. And what's going to happen is he's going to get his feelings hurt. He's going to be bitter. He's going to be angry. And she's going to be like, but I told you.
Right. So you have to decide if you want to kind of keep some type of like friendship there. Or if it's going to, you don't think it's possible at this point, like at their age?
Oh, but I don't know because they are long distance.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
Is it how much of a friendship is that really though?
I mean, they might still have. I don't believe in continuing friendships immediately after breakups, anyways, because I don't think that's possible.
It's not wise.
But I'm saying that if you want to spin the block in the future, if you feel like now after you've experienced
you're
life,
like, actually,
this is just what I needed
then
to
cut
figure
it
out.
Nice and clean.
Yeah, a nice clean break.
Like no. See, but how do you be honest about that? Like,
you have to be
feel
honest.
Like you're feeling me more than I'm feeling you, and it makes me feel like I'm holding too much power that I don't want.
Yeah, or that the long distance is heavy for her at this point. Yeah. Like that she's not able to get to the place that she wants to. Yeah. Because they're not together.
And that's a valid concern. That's a valid reason too. Like
everybody can't do long distance.
Everybody cannot do long distance.
I'm one of those people. I can't do that.
And I will say, I think, I don't think everybody can do long. I thought I couldn't do long distance, but I feel like that's all I'm capable of right now.
But that makes sense. Like,
yeah, I've been through a lot.
Yeah. This is like the time for you to do.
Love.
You
love me, but from a distance.
I'm so weak. Okay, we can move on to the next one. Let's see. Okay, here we go. What's poppin', y'all? What's poppin'? I'm 25 and I am having the hardest time finding who I really am as an adult. Everything I've been doing has been what my parents or people around me wanted me to do. How do you discover yourself as an adult, and how do you deal with lack of support because of saying no?
You know what I did?
What?
I moved to a whole new state.
Start over. Start fresh.
That might not be everyone's solution, but nonetheless, like, when you are trying to find yourself, there will have to be some form of separation or distance from those who are not intentionally and not maliciously trying to keep you how they know you.
Yep.
When you're trying to expand, of course, like my parents, they swore to a T that they knew me so well, but I knew that there was more about me.
Yeah.
And I knew I need to explore that on my own without their guidance or with guidance, but when I asked for it.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want them hovering over me because just their presence alone was a bit stifling. Yeah. Which is why I just moved to a new state. But maybe it's for her to just move.
Yeah. I feel like it's been like a gradual process for me. I feel like I've been kind of rebellious my whole life though. Yeah, but same. At the same time, like, I think I also have tried to look for like validation from my family because of like how much they have poured into me, like kind of seeking and wanting them to be satisfied or proud of the things that I'm doing. But I've also known that like I have to forge my own path, and that I can't forge my own path listening to the opinions of others all the time. Like, those opinions are not always aligned with the direction that you feel pulled to go, or the conversations that you've had with God about, like, it might be something completely left field that you haven't done, and then you start doing the thing and you know that it's what you're supposed to be doing, but people around you might not get it. So you have to decide what you're more connected to, the ideas of what other people think you should be doing, or who you know that you're supposed to be.
Yeah, I think the first thing that she needs to do is figure out exactly what she wants to do. Yep. Second thing is to go ahead and cope, or to figure out a coping strategy and how she's gonna deal with the noise, because everyone around her is gonna have something to say. Yep. So much to say. My parents, when I told them I was moving, immediately started poking holes in my plans. Like, okay, well, how are you gonna pay for this?
Because they don't want you to go.
What are you gonna do for this? Yeah. Yeah. They don't want you to go.
And then if you're gonna go, they want you to be successful at going. They don't want to see you drown.
Of course. But I just saw it ends with us. But sorry, it caught my attention. But I forgot what I was gonna say. God damn it. ADHD is real, y'all. That shit is real.
Okay. Well, I could add that failure is a part of being an adult. Yes. So you can't be afraid to flop.
But then also ask for help when you need it. Yeah. My parents took solace in knowing that when I needed help, I would ask for help. Yeah. Because at some point I realized I don't know how to set up electricity. And I called my dad and said, Daddy, help me. At some point I got into a car accident out of state and I was like, help me. Yeah. So they took solace in knowing that I would ask for help when I needed it. Yeah. Or guidance when I needed it. But
and know that being an adult doesn't mean that, like, I think sometimes people think like, oh, being an adult or adulting is just doing it all on your own.
All on your own.
But like, if you have a village and a community that will rally around you, like,
that's what they're there for.
That's part of being an adult. Like, I think about growing up, like how much support my mom had from my grandparents, you know, like, or even my dad and his family, they're all here. So like how they would rally and they would pitch in and help out and whatnot. Like, you're always going to need support. That's just a part of being human. That has nothing to do with being an adult versus a child.
Agreed.
So yeah.
Agreed. Being an adult is really paving your own way.
Yep.
With support.
Yeah.
And learning the balance.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely struggled with that. I feel like I still kind of struggle with it just because like I've always had so much support and I've constantly like been in a state of feeling like I'm still a child. Like, I'm kind of a teenager, but like I'm not a teenager because I'm almost 30. Like, trying to understand that, but then also understanding like the blessing of being able to have support in the life path that I'm on, that it's almost necessary. Like, I would be going a completely different direction right now if I did not accept the support or help from my family.
It would have been a complete opposite end for me. I'd still be stuck in Georgia had I only accepted if I hadn't branched off, I wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be myself. I wouldn't have grown as much, honestly. Yeah. So it's like two different paths.
So you just have to figure out what that path looks like for you. Yeah. Like, what is the best option?
Yeah. All right. Well, you got it, girl.
Yeah. We're rooting for you. Let us know.
25 is still young, but 25 is when it started clicking, man.
Yep.
And you'll get clarity as time goes on.
For sure.
All right.
Take your time.
Yeah. Okay. Am I next?
Yep.
What we got? Okay. I'd love to know y'all's thoughts on females making the first step in a romantic pursuit. Sorry, this made me think about me shooting my shot with somebody. Okay, how to go about it? Should we do it, or does it make us less attractive because there's no longer a chase? First of all, I don't want nobody chasing me.
Okay.
Because people who are addicted to the chase, as soon as they get the chase, they don't care no more.
Yeah.
I want someone to pursue me. Yeah. To like get to know me.
And just because you shoot your shot, like guys want to feel, I feel like we got to break this because
I feel like it too.
Like, guys don't get the opportunity to feel like desired. Y'all want the man to come up to y'all every time. Sometimes you got to shoot your shot, ladies. Okay.
I've shot my shot before.
I have too.
Only once though.
I'm trying to think. I feel like I used to always shoot my shot in college. I used to be like, and you, like,
Kayla,
shoot or shoot. Shoot or shoot.
Like, I want that one.
Shoot or shoot.
You and you over here. I've shot my shot in DMs before. I mean,
I've shot my shot in the DMs, but this nigga
shot me down. Well, he didn't really shoot me down, but he just gave me a generic ass answer. First of all, the way that I shot my shot, I don't know how to do it, so I sent a funny TikTok, and I said this could be us.
A TikTok?
I said this could be us. I said JK. Actually, I'm not. I said, but if you're ever in town, I would love to get coffee with you. He said, oh, okay, this is so funny. He's like, yeah, maybe I'll get coffee. I might be there in town early next year. It's been early next year.
Oh, boo.
If I see this man is in Chicago,
tomato.
I'm going to be so, you know who it was? From The Bachelor.
Tomato. Super tomatoes.
That man said, no. No. I'll pass.
Whatever. Didn't need him anyways.
It's okay, because I got me a new one.
That's right. Out. We're gonna bleep his name. It's gonna be like, that's right, bleep, you missed it out.
It's gonna make bleep from The Bachelor. Oh, who is it?
That's hilarious. But yeah, girl, you just gotta shoot your shot. I feel like when I used to shoot shots, it would be kind of like very generic. Like, it don't have to be aggressive or anything, but you could just be like,
teach me, Kayla. What you do,
girl? Look, them skills are dusty. They sitting in a corner somewhere, and they got a thick layer of dust. Right, I got on those things. I don't know. What did I used to do? I feel like
you were just confident. I'm sure
I was confident. Number one, hey, and also cute. Like I did not shoot my shot in scary situations. A lot of times, I did one time, and it was bad. I can't even tell that story.
When you say scary situations?
I'm saying scary situations, like situations where it's like, I didn't know if the guy was like feeling me bad.
Wildly vulnerable situations. Okay.
I will share that story another time. Not here on this podcast.
Now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not here on this podcast. Okay. Not today.
Got it.
But I remember one time in college, it was like a guy that I like had previously liked or something like that. Like, I had known him before, and then he came to college, and I shot my shot. Like, I went up to him, and then I DM'd him after that because we didn't like get each other's numbers or anything. So I slid in his DM like, hey, this is my number. If you ever want to use it, you know, that type of thing. And then in parties, if guys were looking at me, I'd be looking at them back, and I'd be like,
all right, Kayla.
What's up?
Kayla said, what them eyes do?
What's up?
What's up? I like it.
But now them skills.
You
dusty.
A bold queen.
I just look at Marcus from across the room like, what's up?
I love it. Okay, well.
But yeah, we should shoot our shots.
Maybe
Why
I'll
not?
practice. Let me practice. I don't need to practice, actually. Look, I don't
You're like, I'm good.
I got niggas in my DMs. Have you heard that TikTok sound?
What?
This man in my DMs telling me I'm pretty. I wonder if he knew. I been knew that shit. I said, oh, hell yeah. This is my sound.
Wait, I think I saw. Did you use it?
I used
yes,
it.
I saw it when you used it. That's hilarious. But in conclusion, yes, girl, shoot your shot.
Shoot it, girl.
Why not? What you got to lose?
Something like that.
You
for
miss
real.
100% of the shots that you don't take.
Come on.
So
now.
take that shot.
Shoot it, girl.
And then if he declined you, you didn't know that man anyway. On to the next. Who was that? The prophet Gucci Mane once said,
oh no,
miss one, next 15 one coming. So if you miss one, another one's coming. I'm just saying.
It's like a revolving door.
Do with that information what you will.
All right now.
Okay, I think it's your turn.
Me
Because I
again?
don't have the text.
Okay. Are you ready?
Oh, it's like we're on Love Island.
Huh?
I got a talk.
I got a text. Everybody. I got a text.
Yay!
I don't. I got a text.
I got a text.
How you say it? I got a text. Charlie, you bit my finger.
I'm so weak.
I can guarantee there's someone with an actual English accent or some variation of it. Listen to this, like, if y'all don't shut
This
up.
is bad.
If y'all don't shut up. Okay, ready?
Let's go.
Dang, I have had the heart to like do this in an English accent. Okay. How do you keep going in life even when you don't feel like you don't add any value in your in your workspace? And you can see that your side hustles are not producing any fruit. Ooh, that's hard.
I feel like that's calling you towards some type of I want to say like,
Repurposing?
yeah, like repurposing, like a reevaluation.
Or is it grit that she needs?
It depends.
It's like if it's not fulfilling though.
Right. How connected? Are you doing these things just to try to make a coin? Or are you doing it because you like genuinely, like, especially with a side hustle? I always feel like a side hustle should be a passion.
I agree.
You should never do anything on the side like just to do it. It should be something that you enjoy to do, and then it brings you fruits.
Unless you have an extreme addiction to money, which I know some people who do, and they're fine with like doing anything to make money.
Yeah.
I just don't think
people.
it's look, I'm definitely not. I'm not even slightly money driven. But like I think it's not sustainable to keep doing something that you don't enjoy.
Especially on the side, like you're taking extra time that you could have for yourself to do something else. Like it has to at least be fulfilling.
Her working job and her side hustles. Something has to shift.
Something's going on, sis.
Something has to shift.
Yeah, that's what I think. I
that's
feel
not
like
sustainable.
when you're hitting brick walls in all of your spaces, like you're being called to some type of transition.
Yeah.
Like, so you have to actually sit and really take some time to reevaluate what you've been running from. If there's something that you really are passionate about that you're not pursuing because you might be afraid or something, like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. If you're getting called to some type of transition in the side hustle that you're doing in your workspace, like we don't have enough context to say, but
something got changed.
Yeah, there needs to be a shift.
That's not sustainable for her mental health.
At all.
And for her pockets.
Yeah, no. No, ma'am.
It's like if it's not making you money and you're not happy, that's a bad
And sometimes we're called to like release stuff before we're able to see it come back tenfold.
Oh, I hate that season of life when you have to release first.
Yeah.
It's like, can't
and you might be running from that because you don't want to do it. Yeah. And that's why you're like, oh, well, the job sucks, so let's try this side hustle. And maybe you're supposed to give it all up.
Look, I be clinging. I'm like, do I have to?
Yeah. Sometimes you literally have to hit rock bottom.
Because you don't know if there will be something else to come.
That's faith.
That is faith, man. That ain't fun. Faith ain't fun.
It's not fun at all.
It's not fun. It's okay, though.
Yeah.
We're always better for it.
Praying that you get through that. Oh, Lord, this one long.
Okay. Ew, Kayla.
It's bad. I have to get it. But
where's
it's
your tea? You need some tea. I should have brought some. Oh, I did bring some of that throat
It doesn't
tea.
matter.
The throat tea?
It's here. It's all here.
You need eucalyptus, girl.
I have it.
No, I need it in your shower. When you take a hot shower.
Oh, I
and
did
the
that
steam
before.
Of it,
they only last for such a short amount of time.
Mine's have been lasting for a minute.
No,
Well,
mine.
it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, mine didn't last for that long, and that means I gotta go buy some more.
Go to Trader Joe's. They got good quality.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I love that store.
Whew, I love Trader Joe's too. It's awesome.
New York put me on Trader Joe's, bro.
You weren't going to Trader Joe's here?
I had never walked in a Trader Joe's until he took me to one when I was in New York. Yes.
And
He was
we have them here.
I know. And I never, first of all, I didn't know what Trader Joe's was in the beginning when I first moved here. I was like, what is it? It looked like a department store. What's in there? And they were like, you've never been there? I was like,
so
no.
weak.
So the first time I went was literally for New Year's.
There's one in Hyde Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one I went to, I think.
Yeah.
I was like, bruh, it's great in here.
It's awesome.
Bruh, the stuff that they got.
I'm going to send you some of my favorite things.
Please.
My favorite pickups from Trader Joe's.
Please.
Yeah. It's great. Okay. Next question. This one's long. Okay. Hi, Kayla and Iyanna. Love you both. The podcast is so dope. Hi, we love you too. Thank you. Here's my question. How important is it to both of you that your loved ones are familiar with your significant other? I ask this because my boyfriend and I have been dating for almost 3 years now, and he hasn't met my whole family or some of my closest friends. For context, we met and currently live in the city he's from, so I'm always around his loved ones. I've tried to invite him to gatherings back home, but he's never really interested. I don't need him to have a whole relationship with them, texting my mom, calling my bro, group chat with my friends, etc. But I do think it's strange that the desire isn't there. What are your thoughts on this, and what would you do in my position? Thanks. Keep being great.
Yeah, I also think that's strange. Maybe he just doesn't understand the importance of it, because you know how dumb some guys are. Maybe he's dumb, sis.
Maybe he's dumb.
Maybe you have to have a conversation. Like, this is very important for me, for you to not necessarily have a full relationship, but a connection with my family and those that I care about.
Especially if you value family and friendships.
And especially if you don't get to see them that often.
Yeah.
Like, it's important for him to be there for those things.
Yeah.
Because you have limited time.
Yep.
And I don't know if he's like uncomfortable with it, but he needs to buckle the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's important.
But this is like one of those things where you talk about in relationships how it's important for people to have like values that align.
Yeah.
Because like if that's not something that is valuable to him and he doesn't understand the importance and why, he might have to like push himself further.
He will have to. If
Right.
he hasn't seen the interest already, then he will absolutely have to. That'll be out of his comfort zone. And it will take a lot of energy and effort for him to do that.
For me, it's important. It's important to me.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I just couldn't imagine. Like,
I can't imagine being exclusive with anybody until they meet my friends at least.
Yeah.
My parents, I understand the weight on that. It needs to be serious
Yeah.
for them to meet my parents. But my friends, I need you to at least see that you can get along with my friends and my friends
that
like
you mesh well.
Yeah,
like
you
in
mesh
the
well.
in the circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it's something that you have to determine once again. Like, I don't like making decisions for you all from like a little,
Yeah, but weigh for yourself, how strong of a value is this actually for you? And like, before you have this conversation with him about like this being very important for you, you need to decide your boundaries beforehand. Like, if he says that he doesn't want to do this, what am I willing to do or not do? And then if he says that he is willing to do this, how am I going to support him in doing something that he's wildly uncomfortable with?
Yep. And then if it never changes, are you okay with you all living
Yeah.
the rest of your life like that?
Because 3 years is a long time.
Yeah, that's serious. So like,
3
if
years.
you stay with this man and you are with him forever, are you okay with the state of his relationship with your friends and with your family being the way that it is? Are you okay with it staying that way?
Yeah.
And if the answer is no, then that means that there has to be a shift.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Whatever
if
that
there's
shift
not
is.
a shift, then you have to put some boundaries in place of how important this is,
Yeah, that's tough.
That's a hard one.
I couldn't. It's difficult
What were you
for
gonna
me
say?
because I'm thinking about to like, even when I was married and like my dad would want a relationship, but like that wasn't an interest for my lovely ex-husband.
Mm-hmm.
Look, now I don't want to say his name. Why is that, Jared?
Like, people don't know.
Like, people don't know, Jared. But Jared didn't want that in return. And so there was always this, like, in my mind, I'm like, I want someone who like wants to be a part of my life in that way. I have some very dope ass people in my community. And like,
Yeah.
if you can't see that and you don't want to, divulge in that with me, because I'd want to do that with their people.
Right. And then you have to think about, what do you foresee is like the rest of your life with this person? Like,
Separate?
right. Right. That's what I'm saying.
Full together.
Right.
There is balance in between the two.
There is.
Full togetherness.
But there are people who literally will like do things separate.
Completely separate. But then have their lives together.
Yeah.
And that works for some people. But it doesn't sound like it's working for her.
Right. That would mean that it's not really like that valuable for you, or you've like sacrificed something that you desired or wanted in a relationship.
Or didn't realize she needed in a relationship.
Yeah. It's important to me because I literally have always pictured like having a house and having like
one big happy family.
Like everybody, like being able to invite my friends, my family, like
and everybody just mesh.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was a need for me until the wedding day.
Really?
When I saw his friends, his family, my friend, really our friends.
Yeah.
Our friends just like just meshed.
Yep.
And it felt like I never had to worry for any second if anyone was ever going to get along. Like everybody just clicked.
And
it felt like everybody knew everybody. And I was like, this is what I want. Yep. I want this continued.
Yep.
But in all aspects, like with my parents, with my friends.
It's so important.
Yeah. Just one big happy family.
A village.
I love a village, literally.
Yeah.
Literally a village. I think you don't just, you're not just with this person, you're with their support system too. Because their support system is what, in a way, like, guides them.
Yep.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah, we didn't get any more.
Oh, that was good.
That was good.
I like it. Y'all got some good ones. Y'all out here submitting some. Look, I'm not talking about y'all picking out the question. I'm talking about the listeners. Y'all got some good stuff out here. Okay.
Yes.
I see you.
Make sure you all are sending some more. I feel like people sent a lot at one point and then we weren't doing them. And then people probably got discouraged. But we're going to make this a regular thing that we, once a month, we're sitting down and we're pulling questions and answering them. So make sure you submit your listener submissions.
Yeah, because I don't want to have to pull for my friends.
Right. Right.
I don't care whatever questions Natalie has for me.
I'm so weak.
We don't care. Yeah.
Okay, so now we have to do Fill of the Week.
Oh, wow. Fill of the Week. Oh.
What?
Physical 100.
What's that?
You don't know what Physical 100 is?
Mm-mm.
It's a Netflix show. It's a
good?
Korean Netflix show.
Oh, my goodness.
Actually, I take that back.
What?
I can have two.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so Physical 100, I don't know why I found that show so dang freaking entertaining, but it's literally 100 different kinds of athletes, from like ballerinas and cheerleaders to like bodybuilders and MMA fighters and like, what do you call those people? Who be like
contortionists?
Yeah, contortionists. Like, and they literally put all of them in these different challenges to see who has the best physical body.
That's cool.
So they have them doing crazy stuff like wrestling sometimes, or they have to like hang from this bar for a really long time. All the heavy people drop first. And it's like, oh, you see though that like a woman can win this.
Yep.
And the girl was in there. Her arms were numb. She couldn't feel her arm. Her face was red. It was, these people were shaking.
Something I would watch.
It was good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The English dubs are really annoying, but you get used to it.
Yeah.
And after a while, it kind of get kind of funny.
Yeah.
The way their expressions were. But it's a good show.
Ooh,
it's a good show.
I was looking for a new show.
I liked it. But they are only releasing like weekly episodes.
Okay.
Which is kind of annoying because you want to binge.
Yeah.
But it's okay. The other thing is the book I'm reading, A Court of Thorns and Roses.
Oh, do you like it?
I like it. I just now got to a point where I liked it. I think before it was just such a slow build, but it's always like that with the first book, getting to know the characters, getting to know the world, because it is fantasy. So there's a lot to like to set up. So it's just now getting to a place where like, okay, I understand. But it's fairly good right now. They say the second book though is phenomenal, so I'm trying to rush you this first book
so you can get to the second
I can get
one.
to the second book.
I
There's 5 books in the series.
Oh, do you think it's something I would like? I like fantasy books.
You do,
because I like some of that type of stuff.
Okay, you know
it
what?
It depends though.
After I read mine, I'll
pass it.
I'll pass it on to you.
Okay. I'll try it out.
So yeah, that's the other one.
Okay.
One that I'm hoping will be a fill of the week for me soon is All About Love.
Oh, yes.
Me and New York are about to start reading.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear what you think.
Yeah.
It's such a good book.
I'm excited.
Love that book. My fill of the week is The Parent Test. Love that show. It is about, it's like all these different couples or single parents come together.
Oh, single parents too?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they share their style of parenting. They are given a series of different like different.
Are they tasks?
Yeah, it's kind of like task, or it's a word I'm looking for, but my brain is fried. Challenges that they participate in, where the kids, like for example, like they had a high dive test to see like how these different parent styles act when their child is on a high diving board and they're afraid to jump. What the parents will do differently.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's good.
So it's really interesting, and then they judge each other. So like the front row are the ones who like videos are being shown, and then the back row are the parents, the other parents, and they judge those parents' parenting
that has to
styles.
Be really vulnerable.
And all of them have different parenting styles.
Yeah, that has to be super.
So there
vulnerable.
are some that are a lot alike. So like for example, there's like a parent style called high achievement, and there's another one that's intensive. So those are very alike. However, they have some little things that are kind of different, but they might align in like, oh, I thought that was really good because it's like, you need to do it. I'm the parent, you're the child. And then you have like free range and natural. And they're like, no, you should go with like what your child feels. And if they don't feel like they want to do it, you have to honor their emotions. And then the disciplined parents, they be looking there like, their emotions. What are you talking about? Like, they do what I tell them to do. What are you talking about? So it's really interesting. I like that show a lot.
Okay.
So I've been watching The Parent Test. I watched Shotgun Wedding. Somebody suggested that to me. It's on Amazon Prime, and it was surprisingly really good.
What is it?
It's a movie.
Oh, okay.
J-Lo is in it.
Oh, I think when I saw J-Lo in it, I was like, I don't think
no, it was actually kind of funny. Like, it was good. It was a little cheesy movie.
I usually like J-Lo movies.
Yeah.
I don't like J-Lo as a person, but I've watched some of her interviews. I'm like, wow, she is so full of herself.
Is she really?
Yeah, it's really bad.
That's crazy.
It's really bad.
So yeah, that was good. I feel like there's one more I'm missing. Oh, Love Island UK is now released on Hulu. So I've been watching the episodes every day as they come 50
out. 50-something episodes.
But it's new. So I'm like,
so you're engaged.
Yeah, I'm engaged.
It's new. How many episodes are out?
3.
Maybe I will.
This is your time to shine.
Maybe I'll watch it with you.
Yeah, so you should watch it because I'm watching it and I'm loving it, and then we can talk about it because
yeah, because I actually haven't been in the mood for binging anymore. I like having the like weekly episodes or something.
Yeah. Oh, and The Bachelor is back.
You know, I had that thing on as background noise.
I
couldn't even watch it.
So I feel better about this season because number one, I kind of like Zach.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, because I feel like he's a little geeky, a little nerdy. Me and Ariel were talking about this. Like, he's not one of the...
Is he mature, though?
I get maturity from him.
Okay.
And he's not super big-headed like some of the other guys are.
I like that.
So I like that about him. I like that it's just back to one person. I can focus.
Yeah.
I couldn't do the Rachel and Gabby madness.
It was a lot.
It was too much.
It was a lot.
So yeah, I'm interested. Like, Bachelor has my attention again.
I think I'm still salty they didn't choose Rodney for Bachelor, but
I don't know how that would have went though, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, now that Zach is the Bachelor, I don't know how that would have went. I think that I can understand why they pick. I get why they picked Zach.
I think Rodney would have been way too indecisive.
But
he would have just fallen in love with everybody.
Yeah, and I see him now as a part of that group of Bachelor guys that are like the frat boys. Like, so I just feel like
they're always hanging out.
Yeah,
they're always together.
So it's no offense, like it's not like a bad thing, but I just think that this keeps it very like we're kind of getting the maturity aspect back to The Bachelor. Okay. I don't want like a drama. I'm not watching it for that. Like it's always been more professional.
Yeah.
Like I think that we should definitely. I don't like that. It seems like they're trying to make The Bachelor white. That's the part that like they brought these black people on. And they were like, oh wait, no, this is getting too black. Let's go this way.
I heard that they had Lotto on there.
They did.
I was like, is this feels a lot like pandering?
I will say
y'all were mad about the Black Bachelor, so let's just put a real black artist on here.
And it pissed me off because all the white girls, they were like, Lotto! I'm like, y'all don't know her. Stop.
Lotto though, out of all people. I mean, not saying like no shade to Lotto, but for them to make this choice,
they didn't know who that woman was. It felt
like pandering.
I could tell when they came in. It was like one girl in the group who knew who she was, and everybody else was like, "Looks like a superstar." Don't know who she is. And then they got them on camera, like, so we walk in, and Lotto was there. I'm like, So yeah, that kind of pissed me off.
Yeah, they were trying to appease the black people. They
Yeah,
said,
they
well, we
are.
got a big black artist on there.
Yeah, but I will say though, it is better with Zach being the Bachelor.
Okay.
It's
well,
cool.
maybe I'll watch it.
I
then.
feel like they should have just made Gabby the Bachelorette last year. You know how I felt about Rachel being the
Yeah.
Bachelorette.
Yeah.
I never got with it.
But if we didn't
She's a
have-
lovely person, but never got with it.
Not lovely. You don't know her.
She seems like a lovely girl. I
Okay,
just
there we
didn't like her as
As the Bachelorette. Yeah, I don't think it was a good role for her. Not everybody can hold that role. I don't think most people can hold that role.
I couldn't do it.
Want a role.
I'd be like, I like you. I like you. Oh, I can't pick.
And then especially
I
because
gotta
you can only like see so much. Whatever you see on camera, those interactions are the only ones that they have.
Really?
Yes, there's like those one-on-one dates. Those are the only one-on-one dates they
So
get.
they not in love. Let's cut it. Y'all not in love.
Look, I can't talk.
But you can, because you actually like stayed with him outside of the experience that you had talking behind a wall.
That's true.
They are only having interactions that are on camera. So less than
Yeah, I will
30
say,
minutes together.
cameras
probably.
weren't around us 24/7.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
actually weren't around us for
Majority
majority of
of
the
the
time.
So I'm like, don't put yourself in that boat.
That's true.
That was not the
That
same.
is very true. Yeah, but that's the only interactions they get.
That's crazy.
And then you're supposed to get engaged by the end of it.
no freaking way.
Bro, that's why I just don't understand the concept of it. Like, it just sounds like a setup. Like, this
It
one
is.
person is supposed to date all of these people and with a short period of time, fall in love, be vulnerable with every single person, and then narrow it down to just one.
And then I felt one of the girls, she was sitting there, she was like, I came here to try to find my husband. I don't want to sit around and talk about how y'all making out with him. Like, I'm not trying to be friends with y'all. Like, what
That's
is
not what I came
this
here
is
for.
weird.
It's like one thing to be cordial, but another thing to be cliquey. 'cause
They
I'm sure-
literally sit around. They showed like a little clip of them and they were all like, yeah, so like in my conversation with him, we talked about blah, 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 blah. And like, did we kids, like, is anybody using tongue? Like, literally those type of conversations. And I would be sitting there, they would think that I'm like the extreme villain of the show because I'd be sitting there like, y'all are weird.
like, why would you want? Do y'all really like him or not?
They'd be going to the confessionals crying like, Kayla is just so mean. We're trying to build friendship and community here, and she's saying that we're weird. And I'm gonna be like, I said it. They're weird. Why are we talking about using tongue? This is my man. Y'all can go home.
You may exit.
I would definitely be the villain because I would just be
I feel like you would be too. Honestly.
I would.
I'd just be in a corner, but that's why. Well, I won't say nobody didn't like me, but no one bothered to like interact with me.
I think that's what I would do. I wouldn't be as vocal until later. Like,
I
I would be
later.
very observant and I would sit there and be quiet. And then later on, I'd be like, I just have one day that I would build up the courage and be like, everybody's weird. So let's stop.
Because at some point you do get comfortable.
I would either be the villain or the hero. I'd be saying what everybody's thinking with watching the show, or they'll be like, this girl's a bitch. Like, she's not nice.
Yeah, that's how you do it though. I don't know why you want to sit there and talk about your connection with even in the pods, bro. I'm like, why are y'all talking about y'all mutual? I don't want to know, but I'll be listening though because I'm like, hey, you gonna say
Look,
Jared
you
name?
take out your notebook.
You gonna say Jared name though? Let me see. I hear his name.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I was like on a hush hush. I was in a book somewhere. Don't nobody talk to me. I'm not here to make friends.
Yeah, that's real.
Until after the fact. And I had already found my man. I said, all right, who trying to be friends now?
Right. This is no longer a competition.
Right.
We can now make friendships.
For real.
It is safe.
It's safe.
So yeah.
Okay.
Fill of the weeks. Yeah.
Maybe I'll try to watch it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
That's a wrap. That's all, folks.
I love when you do that.
All right, guys. So you know the drill. If you're not watching us on YouTube, you should be. Let's get those YouTube views and subscribers up.
Pew, pew, pew.
Go to the YouTube page and follow Feel in the Blank podcast on YouTube and see these amazing visuals that Asia is putting together for us.
It's really just our facial expressions. I mean,
Yeah.
the visuals too.
But that makes it 10 times better.
Especially the zoom ins. Those be cracking me up.
It makes it 10 times better. So definitely watch on YouTube. Where else can you follow us? On Instagram at feelintheblank_, on TikTok at feelintheblankpod. I got it right this time.
Woo.
And then you can follow me at astoldby.kayla and Iyanna
At Iyanna.amore.
Yep. So that's all. We love you guys and we'll
Love
see you
you.
next time.
Bye.
Bye.